But it's embarrassing. So, why am I more embarrassed than you are? You on the court.
This was an embarrassing loss for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, this was embarrassing.
So yeah, man, that was my editing chops, man. Y'all go and let me know what y'all think of that. But we got a special guest in the building. Hold on. Let me hold on. You know, whenever like I be trying to set up things go haywire. And then, like, when you be trying to, like, upload a video so you get the proper introduction for somebody, like, it is one of those days, man. So I think, yeah, this is the right file. I think I'm good. Yeah, so I'm just trying to stall as this video clip uploads, and then I'm going to play it, and then we're going to introduce my guest. But y'all know who the guest is today, man. Today's guest is Damon from We Talk HAWKS, man. They do an amazing coverage over there. I jump over there when I have time and can kind of chop it up with them. But, again, let's salute the homie Damon in the building, man. We got Damon up in here. How you doing, bro?
I like that. I like that. What's good, my guy?
Yeah, man. I had to go steal it from Twitter, man. You know?
Hey.
Oh, hold on. Let me change my mics.
Okay.
Because I got it connected.
Let me in first.
Yeah, give me a second. All right. Mic check. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, cool.
Gucci.
Yeah, because I have a stream deck, so whenever I play the stream deck, it just muffles all the audio everywhere, man. So, yeah, man.
I feel you.
Appreciate you being here, man. It's been a year in the making, and here we are, man. How you feeling tonight?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it, man. You know, tapping in with my Mavs homies. You know, salute to you. Salute to my guys, King and Rail. You feel me? My guy Frank in the building. Love what we got going on. Small content creators, but we are true fans of the organization. So make sure y'all supporting your local content creators who are actually fans of the team, you know. And nothing worse than when you got these basketball guys, media pundits talk about your team and they only seen one game in the last 60 days. And, you know, but salute to you, my guy. I like what you're doing over here. Man, I got to step my game up. I got a stream deck. I ain't even took it out the box yet. I just be looking at it.
Man. Yeah, you got to use it, bro. You got to use it.
I just be looking at it, man. But I be listening to y'all using the sound effects and everything. I be like, dang. And then I just look at mine in the box.
Yeah, man. I always think about the people first and just try to give them an entertaining show, you know, at the end of the day.
I feel you, man. I be trying to be entertaining, but the Hawks always, you know, they always put me in the garage, man. So I don't be in no entertaining mood. You feel me?
No, I feel you. How much time we got you today, man? How much time we got you?
We got about 15, 20 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right, cool.
You know, technically I'm still at work.
Oh, wow.
But I work from home, so I'm Gucci.
Oh, that's even better. All right, man. Let's. So I got two segments we could do over these next 15 minutes. The first segment is called the previous game review, where we both discuss like things that either we liked from the previous game or hated from the previous game. But before we do that, I got to play this signature for you. All right, man. So, man, that's. Let me turn that down.
I might have to get that soundtrack for the garage right there.
Yeah, a little something, man. So yeah, man. Let's talk about the Hawks, man. Who was your last opponent? Let me look it up.
Warriors.
You can fill me in. The Warriors. How did that game go, and what did you take from it, man?
I mean, typical Hawks game. I mean, we didn't have Trey Young, so I mean, we're a completely different offense without Trey Young. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here, right?
He has been in that concussion protocol last couple of games.
Yeah, he's gonna be on minutes restriction tonight. You feel me? We played the Warriors, but I mean, it looked like you know, we played a good first half. Once again, the third quarter that I call the death quarter took us out.
I've heard you say that before.
We tricked the game off in that third quarter. I think we got outscored like 24 to like 30 something, and then it was just all downhill for the rest of the game. We had a good showing from Jalen Johnson that game, though. Good to see one of our young and up and coming talents be able to be out there and be the dominant player at sometimes, because there was times he was out there without Murray. So he was our main facilitator, main everything. End up losing, unfortunately. Kuminga wants to come out and have a great game against us. And, it happened, man. I don't think a lot of us really thought we was going to win anyway. But, right now, TJ, we're just going through the motions, basically, man. We're trying to see, are we going to move Murray? What we going to do? So until the trade deadline pass, man, you'll see it. Sometimes it look like we're not just the fans, but sometimes it look like our players are going through the motion. That's what some fans been pointing that out to me. Like, hey, man, this dude look like he don't even really want to be here. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, hey, when you put everybody, make everybody available for trade, minus Trey and Jalen, you got to expect the other players to feel some type of way, So,
oh yeah,
it is what it is, man.
You expect them to play like it's the playoffs when they're like, man, I could be gone next week. What's the point of that?
Exactly.
What's the whole point?
Yeah, it was good to see. Good to see our current starting power forward, small for whatever you want to put him. Fans put him in different locations. It was good to see Bay finally hit some threes. He's been struggling. He's been struggling big time. So it was good to see, even though we lost, but it was good to see him get a couple threes going in, being a little aggressive, going to the basket, getting to the line. So it was a couple of good takeaways from that loss, that our second consecutive loss. But fans like me, I ain't down with like moral victories and small wins. I want to win the game.
Facts. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll show you my perspective from this Mavs game against the Suns. It had,
when I was up 16.
Yes, man. Yes. To me, that game had to be probably. I'll say this. It has to be, in my mind, probably the worst Luka era loss ever. You could talk about several games this season. You could talk about several games last season. But in a game of that magnitude on ABC, first time the Mavericks are going to be on local TV per their new situation with WFAA, Channel 8 locally here. The beef between him and Booker, all this narrative talk, Mavericks ruined their Christmas, the Texas Rangers took their World Series, all this narrative stuff with the Phoenix Suns, and yet we were beating them. We were playing great, and then the refs got involved, and Luka allowed the refs to kind of upset him, and then the rest of the team just kind of started spiraling out of control, and then Devin Booker went off crazy for that third quarter. We didn't have no Kyrie available, even though he said he was not going to miss any time. Now he's missing time. It was a tough game, man. It was a very embarrassing game from the second half on. It just seemed like they quit, bro. It seemed like they quit. Jason Kidd had no idea of what to do. Man just had his pockets in his hand like Arthur. And it was rough, man. It was a rough outing. And a lot of Mavs fans are very not upset. I think we're past upset. I think we're just not excited anymore in terms of the Mavericks are concerned, because myself, we talk Mavs, everybody in this chat, majority of Twitter, as long as they're not a Luka stan or a Kyrie stan, majority of us feel the exact same way, that this team is just failing on their actual potential. Obviously, the only wiggle room you could give them is that they've been having injury issues, and that's probably impacted a lot of the continuity, which I agree that it has. Check this stat out, right? Luka and Kyrie have only played in 38 games together, and Giannis and Damon have played in 39. Crazy, right? And it's crazy, and people expect them to be like this well-oiled machine. Well, how can they, whenever they play 2-3 games together and then they're injured or one of them's out? 2-3 games and then one of them's out. And it's just, there's never continuity. Like, how can I learn how to get the ball to you? How can I learn where you like to shoot from on a consistent basis if I can't ever practice with you, one, or play with you, second, right? They haven't had a practice since December, and they finally had one a couple of days ago. Like, well,
once the season starts, practices are very slim to none. Like you're not gonna get no practices like they get like in training camp. Could you on the road? Definitely ain't gonna practice on the road. You come back home. I know, like for us, we come back off this West Coast 2-game trip. Speaking of injuries, we had 5 guys out that game. So I mean, we was already short personnel. So you come back. Trey Young can't practice this week because he in concussion protocol. He can probably just sit there and watch. I mean, Mo G hurt. He been out all year. Clint was questionable at one point. I mean, injury just hitting everybody, man. But at least to y'all at least y'all above 500. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Good point.
And I'm one of those fans. Like, I can't help it, bro. Like, sometimes I'm just a sucker for the Hawks, bro. Like, no, you couldn't listen. I've already lost $150 messing with these Hawks. Okay, and there's maybe it was one Hawks fan, but besides that guy, no one thought we would be. What are we now? I be forgetting now. 18 and something, 25, 27, pick one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Never thought we would be in this situation right now, even with the injuries that we had, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, it comes down, we just really, we are just really showing the fans, we showing the front office, the current players that we have may be good individual talents, but together they don't work. And we're struggling. The coach is struggling, trying to figure out what groups work. And I'm talking mainly on the defensive end. But the offense has slipped the past month, I would say. Definitely was struggling to score the basketball without Trey Young. The last 2 games against the Kings and the Warriors. So that's one of the key things I'm gonna be looking at tonight with Trey on limited minutes. First of all, I know he's gonna start, but I don't know like how the coach gonna stagger the minutes. So those what we call Murray minutes, or what some people call non-Trey minutes. That's where I want to see how we hold up against y'all, mainly on the offensive end, because when you have I'm gonna tell you something, man. People could say a lot of stuff about Trey Young, man, especially when they talking Trey Young and Murray. But one thing I will say is that. And I'm a Murray fan, but his vision is nowhere near Trey Young. He don't see those passes. He can't make half the passes that Trey Young makes. So having Trey Young, one, is going to give us a boost offensively. Should be easier for us to score the ball as far as us being able just to get in our sets and stuff like that. But key thing, looking at the minutes without Trey Young on the court. And is he going to leave Jalen Johnson out there with DeJounte Murray? Because like you were saying, how you were speaking on chemistry, we had that issue on the West Coast trip because Murray and Jalen rarely plays together. So you could tell they was just kind of filling each other out doing that. So that's the main thing to look out for right there. The non-Trey minutes, Murray minutes. How do we perform offensively? You feel me?
Well, I'm glad you started talking about like strategy. So that leads me to the next segment, man. The next segment is called the Mavs opponent review. But thankfully, we got a Hawks guy here to tell us about this opponent. So what we'll do here is we kind of talk about strategies and what we think is going to impact the game and what to look for. So let's get that segment started.
How you want it? Show me my opponent. Show me my opponent.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Few things, right? I'll give you my side of the Mavericks. Normally I bring up stats. Normally I bring up like who's shooting what. But it's better when you have someone here just to talk, man.
Right.
So for the Mavericks, here's what I'm gonna say. Like the things to watch out for the Hawks from a perspective that y'all can attack us from, right? So this is positives for the Hawks. All right.
Okay.
So whoever your 2 guard is. All right, whoever's your 2 guard, it's gonna be Murray. If whatever his points are tonight, take the over. Whatever he averages, he's gonna get over that tonight. We have poor coverage of the 3-point line You can't guard two mans at any rate. Like when it comes to betting, I always bet a 2-man against the Mavs, and it always hits. Look at Booker. Even though he's like kind of the one, he went off the other day, but even Bradley Beal, he beat his averages. The 2-mans are always going to beat the averages against the Mavs, and the reason for that is because you got our lineup construction is a little bit odd, right? Like Luka should play the natural small forward role, but he's more your point guard. So then your 2 and your 3-man are more smaller players, and it kind of don't match up. Versus your 2-man is being guarded by a smaller defender versus where you could probably put a bigger defender there if Luka would play like the 3, right, and still run the offense. But they don't look at it that way. So whoever your 2-man is.
3?
Tonight it might be Exum, it might be DJJ. Not sure. It might be Tim Hardaway Jr. Just never know.
Oh, okay. Exum, what's Exum? 6'5"?
About 6'5", I believe. Yeah.
6'5". Okay.
Let me see.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm just trying to put a strategy in my head. I'm just thinking about size.
So here's the lineups, right? So the Hawks are starting Trey Young, Murray, Sadiq Bey, Jalen Johnson, Clint Capella. That's a pretty big team, right? Like how tall is Sadiq? He's 6'7".
Ain't no tall team, man. We short, dog.
Man, you talking to the Mavericks, bro. The only tall player we got is Derek Lively, you know? We're probably the same team. We're probably the same team, if you think of it.
I mean, most likely. I mean, the only difference is y'all got us in length. Y'all got us in length.
How tall is Jalen Johnson? Because he be getting boards, man. I've been watching what he been doing lately.
6'9".
He plays above the rim.
But I seen him when they came down to San Antonio. I went to the game, and the year before that, and I seen him this year when we came down here. I seen him stand beside Mo G, and Mohamed Gay is 6'10". Jalen is almost right there, so he's 6'9", probably close to 6'10" if he had, depending on what type of shoes he got on. But dude is athletic, good feel for the game. Considering he didn't really get a lot of playing time under Nate McMillan. Shout out to all the Nate McMillan fans and the haters for Nate. But I will give him this. Nate did not play him a lot. That's a fact. You know, that's great player though, man. Good. Let me change. Great upside. Probably the greatest upside we have on this roster. That's not named Trey Young. Let me think. Cause see, I'm thinking about how we gonna match up. Cause we can't Trey out there. We can't guard y'all like man up. So
here, let me tell you the lineup. So it's Trey Young, Murray, Bey, Johnson, and Capella for the Hawks. And then for the Mavs is Luka, Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. Here's a misleading thing. Like you think those lineups match up to like who they're gonna defend, right? No, Luka's not gonna be defending Trey Young. It's probably gonna be Josh Green that's defending Trey Young, right?
Okay.
And then it's probably going to be Derrick Jones Jr. against Murray, which I kind of like that matchup. The thing is, they're going to call for some kind of screen, right, to where it's probably going to be Jalen Johnson or Capella, and Luka's going to be guarding Sadiq Bey probably in the corner or staying away from all the action, right? So if you call a Jalen Johnson pick and roll, who does that bring up? That brings up Grant Williams, who is probably the worst defender on this team right now. Right, I know he's been trying to lose weight and get in shape. I understand that, but so far in this season, it's just been horrible. Like it's been like a cone out there. So say he gets out there. So now it's Trey Young and Grant Williams. You break down the defense. Trey Young gets past him. Derrick Jones got to come help. Who does that leave open? Murray, and there you go. So that's how these 2-mans expose us, because we on our pick and roll coverages we don't have a great defender to pick up that point guard. And then we have to play this help defense. We double a lot against superstars, and it just leaves people wide open for the threes, and that's why we have some of the worst 3-point defensive numbers. So look out for those things. If it all goes to plan, the Hawks should have a good shooting game tonight, and their 2-mans should benefit a lot from pick and roll situations where Trey Young can take advantage from.
How's Lively as far as rim protection?
For a rookie, I think he's fantastic for a rookie.
He can touch a lot of shots.
I wouldn't say he contests a lot of them. There's certain games where he have a big blocking game, like 6 blocks that he had against the Thunder a while back. He'll have consistent games where he goes 2 blocks a game. You do feel his presence.
Right.
The thing about Trey Young, he just really floated all the way over you like a giant killer, right? But he does have presence out there. I think like by next year, you could legitimately say he's going to be really, really good rim protector. But he's pretty good right now for sure.
Okay. Because I'm just thinking, see how we can attack the Mavericks. Obviously,
attack Grant.
I like what you said about the pick and roll, because Trey is amazing, obviously, at pick and roll. We do run it with Jalen Johnson, and it's a sight to see when they do get it going. But with Clint Capella in the game, that's who they probably gonna run it with. But once he goes out, we bring in a Kongwu. That's when we really open up the offense. Now, as far as the 3-point shooting, my guy was telling me the other day, we are shooting 32, 33-ish% on open threes.
Wow.
So we got to get that up. So
wow. This might be the game that cures.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm like, hey, we got to get it going tonight, man. If y'all are not good at guarding the 3-point line, hopefully we can catch fire. We had a couple of games where we have caught fire behind 3. Now, it ain't lasted the whole game, but it was times where we got hot early, big lead. That's what I'm looking for. Like, we really need to get on top of y'all today. Pause, chat, pause. Hey,
my sound effect.
Because that third quarter, man, like, that's what we really do. We just watch the Hawks, hope we get a big lead, because that third quarter is when we start tricking off the game. So hopefully we can get the 3-ball going today, and we can get a 10, 15-point lead off that 3-ball. I was asking about Lively shot blocking because, we need Trey to get in the lane. We need Murray to get in the lane. But Murray, overall, his finishing at the rim is low. He's been cooking a little bit the past. I would say since January 1st, he's been cooking, but his finishing at the rim is still low. He'll miss some of those layups. That's why I wanted to see how much of a shot blocker was Lively.
Now, he had a game winner the other day, didn't he?
Oh yeah, it was cold.
Yeah, they had a pull-up game winner. That was nasty.
Yeah, but now after those 2 games, it seemed like it was a long time ago, bro. After these 2 games we just had. But my question to you is this, TG. The game y'all lost to the Suns when y'all tricked off that 16-point lead.
Right. Did y'all lose that lead based off of defensive issues y'all already knew y'all had and it just popped up again, or was that just something out of the ordinary to where you're like, you know what, that usually doesn't happen? No, this is the ordinary. It is early in the season. The Mavericks were putting away bad teams. Early in the season, we were very clutch in the fourth quarter. I don't know when it happened, but it is we're night and day. Like we had a 30-0 run against the Thunder, right? And we still ended up losing. But that wasn't a comeback effort. Then there's games like against the Grizzlies who are depleted, and we didn't beat them with a Luka. We didn't beat them with a Kyrie 2 separate times. Mm-hmm. But then there's a game against the Cleveland Cavaliers where we were up by 16-20 with like 8 or so minutes ago, and we ended up losing. There's been multiple games this season where you had a lead and they just lost it because of defense, man. And honestly, it's because of Jason Kidd. I said it for the last 3 years. I think he's always going to be the big X factor. He was a great X factor the first year when he went to the Western Conference Finals. But since then, his shine, his stay is wearing thin. Is getting to that point where he is also a detriment to our issues. And not being able to call timeouts when there's like a 20-0 run, he won't call a timeout. So if y'all on fire, y'all going to stay on fire because he's not going to call a timeout. He's like, I'm just here to watch the games. They gotta learn, you know what I'm saying? They gotta figure it out. I'm like, bro, like you act like all these players are like 18-year vets when you were winning a championship. Like, come on, man, you gotta grow them. Jason Kidd also has poor rotation management. If a player is hot, say Tim Hardaway Jr. hits 3 threes in a row, it's a likelihood he's gonna pull them. There was a situation last year where Christian Wood had 16 points in a row to start the year against the Phoenix Suns. He kept us in the game, and he was like the hottest one on the court. He yanks him for whatever reason, and we ended up losing. There's just multiple times where like whenever Grant Williams, whenever he does have like a bright spot, like when he's playing good, he'll pull him. And I'm just like, bro, like he literally just hit a 3. He played great defense here. Like, why pull him now whenever a player's finding rhythm? This is just, I'm pretty sure you'll understand this. Whenever you're hooping and you got a homeboy that hit a shot, let me get it right back to him. See if he can hit another one. He hits another one. If you do not give him back the ball, you're just not playing right. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you pull a player out of the game, whenever they're finding their rhythm, whenever they're locked in and it's just becoming like natural to them where they're not having to think, and you yank them, what message does that send? You know, it's like, damn, so when I play good, you pull me. Besides the defensive woes that we also have coaching woes, and then we have emotional woes where our leader in Luka does get caught up with the referees at times, and it bleeds into everything else. So yeah.
How's the refs doing with Luka this year? Is he still getting to it? Like, they doing? I ain't even gonna lie, they doing us dirty. The refs doing us dirty. Trey Young,
they're doing everybody dirty.
Yeah, for some reason, Trey Young, he can't get continuation anymore. So every time we don't get, as a team, when we attack the lane, we don't get the calls when we get a lot of the body contact. But right on the other end, body contact foul on us. Yeah. But I think I wouldn't be shocked if we started Jalen Johnson on Luka tonight. Now, I will say this: if we start Jalen Johnson guarding Luka Doncic, I expect Jalen Johnson to pick up probably 2 fouls in the first quarter. Because for some reason, when we put either him or when Hunter was here on a superstar type player, you know, they pick up fouls fast. So that's going to be a key for us, because with Trey playing limited minutes, we really can't afford for Jalen to be in foul trouble. But then, you know, we don't really have nobody else who could probably guard Luka like one-on-one on the ball after Jalen Johnson at this point. So that's something that I'm definitely keeping my eye on during the game. Keeping my eye on during the game. Also, can we hit the open threes? If y'all perimeter defense is not good, like you said that was, if we get these open shots, can we knock those down? That's going to be a key to win tonight. For us, can we win the non-Trey minutes? Can we score the ball without Trey Young against the Mavericks defense? That's a thing to see. Can we win the matchup with Clint Capella and Derek Lively? You know, well, you know, we got a center rotation, so most time I'll combine their stats, right? Clint Capella, Okongwu, can we win? Can I get some production out of them to offset whatever Lively does tonight? You know, I'm looking at all that type of stuff tonight, man. Because right now I'm just reaching for anything. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We lose with Trey, we lose without Trey. We win with Murray, lose without Murray. Like, we give up 120 points with Trey, we give up 120 points without Trey. So I mean, at this point, I'm just reaching for straws, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you know, at least you can sit there and say, you know what, Damon, A, B, C, D, bro. You bro, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, pick something. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to use this word, man, and everybody know I hate this word when it comes to my Hawks, but I'm just using. I'm hoping, man. Hope. I hope.
Hopium.
And execute. That's a 4-letter word on my channel, TG. That's a 4-letter word. Hope. Hopefully we can execute tonight. We at home, but we got a losing record at home, so it ain't like we be dominating out there neither. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. I just win the damn game, bro.
So what is a weakness? Real quick before we get the 6 p.m. because that's when we do our prediction segment.
If you got anybody that can hit the corner three. You know where the 3-point line from the baseline to where the 3-point line start the arc.
Yeah.
From where start the arc on down, always open.
Okay.
Always open. So if y'all got guys who can knock that down, hey, you got it.
Derrick Jones might have a good game, man. Derrick Jones might have a good game tonight. Derrick Jones is always in that corner.
I'm gonna say it like this, TG, like we say on my channel. Get on Prize Picks. Find whoever the most random dude they got up there for the Mavericks and take the over. That's what we do. Hey, people over here.
You take the over for everybody today. Like you take the triple-double for Luka tonight. You take the double-double for
Take it all,
Young.
Man. Take it all. Everything offensively. Take it on Prize Picks. You
sleeper.
Gonna get paid tonight.
And if y'all need a sleeper thing, let me know. I'll send it to you. I got my link. Let me respond to a couple of comments. I won't be able to get to all the comments here tonight, man. Salute to everybody commenting. If y'all don't mind dropping a like on both our channels, man, it goes a long way. As y'all know, I like to get to 20 likes each stream. We're at 19, so salute to y'all, man.
Hit that like button, gang.
Yeah, hit the like button, guys. This helps the algorithms. Where we at? I'm trying to see. I was at 504. Again, I'm going to just pick random ones and just read them. Jenna Kim says, I agree, but I don't know if the Mav staff or him, but he shouldn't have said anything. Like I said before, if Luka plays hurt, he can too. If not, then Luka shouldn't play hurt. Oh, speaking about Kyrie. Kyrie had they announced that he had a sprain in his thumb, and he has stated that he doesn't expect to miss any time, and now he's missed 2 games. So here we are. Fire Jason Kidd says, at this point, just trade Kyrie. See these conversations, man. This is what's going to go now. Frank says, another thing I'll give Kyrie a break with injuries is he is older, unlike KP, time in Dallas, who was younger. Good point. I ain't going to lie. That's a good point. Jenna Kim says, I don't even care anymore. I'm tired of complaining. The Mavs organization would rather keep us in the dark and worry about fans complaining than telling us the truth. How similar does that sound for the fans of the Hawks?
Oh, our fan base is like divided, bro. So I mean, like, hey man, like I'm all about wins. At the end of the day, I'm one of those fans, man. I don't really care who the coach. I don't care, I don't really care about all that stuff. Like I've been rooting for this team for so long. Only 2 numbers matter to me: wins, losses. That's it. Yep. All the other stuff, like I can feel like the younger fans, they like go ahead, all that. At the end of the day, did we win the game? I'm at the point, I don't care how we win the game. I don't care. I don't care if y'all come out there and only got 4 dudes, right? I take all wins. You feel me? Yeah. So, I mean, you got our fan base, people like me, I don't like the front office. You got some people who love the front office. You got some people who like, who don't like Trey Young, who think we need to trade him. You got some people who don't want to trade him. I ain't trading Trey, right? I ain't trade. Listen, Trey got his flaws on the defensive side, but let me tell you something. What I appreciate about Trey Young, as a lifetime Atlanta Hawk fan, when I go down there to them San Antonio games, before Trey Young, I ain't never seen that many Hawk Atlanta jerseys in that stadium.
Yep.
He has single-handedly put our team back on the map of NBA casuals. You know what I'm saying?
Relevancy.
Before he got here, we ain't had a Christmas game since I think the 90s. So, I mean, one thing about Trey Young, if he ain't done nothing else, he has marketed us, got us out there, made us relevant. Now we just got to, put it together on the court. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, man.
I think Philip commented, he says, Brother Damon, you deserve to be in the Tell It Like It Is Hall of Fame. Look at that.
Yeah, if you catch me in that garage, I'd really be telling her how it is in that post-game live in that garage, boy, I tell you.
The garage be dope. The Morning Woodsman says, seen you poking around the gray area today. Man, I don't know if he responded to my comments, Woodsman. Let me know. I sent him a couple of comments to see what he said. I don't even know how to read that name, but it says Mavs, Hawks, stay tuned. It be Trey versus Luka. Who is
that's Raj. He actually a Raptors fan.
Really?
Yeah, he the number 1 Hawks hater. That's what we call him. Number 1 Hawks.
He said, who's the real and who is fraud? I think they both legit, man. They both legit. Damon, we got a game today or something. Yeah, y'all might have a shooting game tonight, man. It's good. Y'all gonna be doing good. King's in the building. Says, sup, fellas? TGK.
Luke King.
What's up, King? You
Oh,
already know.
Rail too. Salute Rail.
Yeah, Rail's in the building. Junior Kim says, Mavs and Hawks have been going through it lately. Tonight, legacy's on the line. May the worst team win.
We need a win desperately. Desperately, man.
Same here. I just think we need a win for the vibes, but we need several wins for the vibes because we're at a point where we're just so upset with what the organization is doing. Let's see what else I can read before we get to this last segment here. Pascual says, "Sup, man? How many times do we have to look up and the starter is out for the night? We are over halfway through the season and have no consistency. The only consistency is inconsistencies. Man, if I could if I could drop a flex bomb for you, I would, man. That was great. Agreed. We are consistently inconsistent. It's just who we are at this point. Man, I wish I could read all y'all's comments. I see Garage Gang up in here.
Salute to the Garage Gang, man. Hopefully we not in there tonight, y'all.
Levine works off the ball better than Murray, but Murray is a little bit better on defense. I think Levine on the top tier players working off the ball better suits the team. All right, talking about replacing Murray now. Is that what always happens? People trying to replace players all the time? This says, last night you said that Luka made it to an all-star when we didn't make playoffs. We were in the fifth.
Div, I meant to say all NBA, bro. All NBA.
Div be on it, man. Div is just here to.
Yeah, Div
is hilarious, bro.
Listen, it depends on what I said. If I was in the garage, I probably was tripping. But I meant to say all NBA, man. All NBA.
Chef Spicy Rice says, "Is TGK a Mavs fan, bro?"
Yeah.
I don't know how much stuff I got to pull out right now. I'm just not wearing. I'm not wearing Mav stuff right now. Hold on. How much more? It's green on here, but you know, I got hella Mav stuff. It's just you know, when you upset with your team, it don't sound like you a fan, but trust me, I want them to win more than anything. It's just they've been really pissing me off as of late, man. So
man. You catch me at the wrong time.
All right, let's get into this last segment, man. Let's talk about the game predictions. So everyone in the comments, if y'all don't mind putting y'all scores down below, me and Damon are gonna come up with a score separately. So keep that in your head, Damon, as we work through this. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this segment started. Y'all check out this signature. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the prediction segment. Where's my sound effect? There we go. All right. So here we got. The Hawks are favored by 2.5 tonight, man. You see that?
Really?
See that? Yes, they are favored by 2.5 tonight. And the total score that they got for the Mavericks and the Hawks is 246. So either they might be over or under that. Y'all could make those bets. But right now, the Hawks are favored by 2 to 2.5. Again, the home team always gets those 3 points. So they took a half, maybe 1 point off, just maybe because of Luka. But Trey Young, Murray, Capella, Bay had a 50-point game a couple years ago, right? All these guys are capable of being able to do damage to the Mavs. Luka is one of the main weapons. I always say Luka is the greatest equalizer. Like, you could have 2 to 3 all-stars on the opposing team, and Luka can make up for that. But tonight, with the vibes, the way they are, the way that we've been playing, it's kind of tough to consider things. And I just don't know if the Mavericks have healed from that loss against the Suns the other day. But yeah, man. So again, the Hawks are favored by 2.5 tonight. So this is where I like to now begin the thought process of coming up with a score. And by doing that, I like to play my GoldenEye sound effect. So, all right, man. I'm gonna come up with a score here.
All right.
And I'm gonna let you think of one as well. I'm trying to ponder. Like, y'all say y'all been shooting 32% from the three.
Open threes, yeah.
I feel like the Mavs. What's y'all's 3-point defense? Is that any good, or is it? You said corner threes, right?
Yeah, if y'all can hit the corner threes, y'all gonna be in business.
Y'all just gonna hit threes in general. Like, we'll go contest them, but they're gonna be wide open.
We shooting 40 of them tonight. 40 going up tonight.
This is what I'm
bet that.
I'm gonna go with a high scoring game. You got your score ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to put my score up here. I'm going to say the Mavs take an L tonight. And the reason I say that is because every time I favor them, they lose. And every time I pick them to lose, they win. So I don't know. Hopefully they reverse it. But honestly, genuinely, because of the way we've been playing, maybe they come out with a lot of fire to start this game. But can they maintain it on the road without a Kyrie? Not sure. I know Luka can. But you'll see. You'll see. Either we're going to look like a Western Conference potential team tonight, or we're going to look like a play-in team tonight. Either one of those two. Or even probably a lottery team. One of those three. It's one of those three, man. Either we're going to compete, we're going to look dominant, or we're going to look like straight up trash, and we are that team right now. So I got the Hawks winning by 3 tonight, 135-132. What's your score, man?
I got the Hawks 125-123. I don't want it to get what you got right there. I think if it gets that high, we might be in trouble. I'm hoping the reason I'm favoring us is because I'm hoping Trey coming out with a chip on his shoulder tonight. Missed out on the All-Star starting announcements that came out yesterday over Dame Lillard, which is crazy to me. So hopefully, I'm hoping he's gonna come out with that little chip on his shoulder. We getting a couple bodies back tonight, so we ain't got to play the same. We ain't playing. A lot of these guys who probably wouldn't be playing on any other team a lot of minutes. So getting healthier. Trey is back. So with Trey back, I already know we scoring over 120 points. I already know that part. If Trey wasn't playing tonight, it'd be a whole nother ball game. But yeah, I like us 125-123 tonight.
Either way, it's gonna be a high scoring game tonight. Show Low Man says, how upset are Mavs fans with Grant Williams play this season? I'll speak for me because a lot of people are scared to say it, but I think Christian Wood has been 3 times better than what we've seen from Grant Williams this season. And we got rid of Christian Wood because of whatever the reason. We had no reason why we got rid of him. When he started, he gave us 21 points and 7 rebounds, and we went on a 7-0 stretch. That's the last time we've ever won 7 straight games in the Luka era, and that was when Christian Wood was starting. With Grant Williams, we traded what we traded, we paid him what we paid him, and you can't even get a good 3 consistent good games from him. But yet, people, bro, there's people in the Mavs media that have big channels that say Grant Williams is still better than Christian Wood. But at this point, like I can't listen to them because I feel like it'll rot my brain and my basketball mind that I wouldn't be able to understand basketball anymore because I'd have to look at what they're saying.
And then what I learned about that? You know what I learned about that, TJ? TG, I keep saying TJ, TG.
You good.
Is that a lot of those bigger channels, bigger outlets, bigger platforms, they won't say certain things, okay? But they still trying to either build or keep certain relationships, you feel me?
Facts.
So, they'll see some stuff, dude playing like trash, but they don't want to come out and say it because maybe they got a relationship or they trying to establish a relationship, say with said player, the player's camp, agent, team. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people with those bigger channels, they're gonna bite their tongue a little bit. You feel me?
Facts, 100%. Show Low Man says 128-116 Mavs. Man, that's a blowout. Lau says 118-107 Mavs. A little less of a blowout.
The only way we're gonna score 107 points with Trey Young is if he shoots 6 for 30.
Yeah, or if his minutes restriction or a lot strict.
Yeah, he's gonna be on minutes restriction, so that might. But he gonna get 120 points when he on the court.
Yeah, Div says, Damon, love your show, by the way. You guys rock it. Ultra says 115-110 Mavs. Richard K says 172-168, man. We talking about 3 overtimes or what? Pasquale says 121-119. Hardy Party saves it. Hardy Party. Look out for Hardy, man. If y'all don't have guards that could guard a fast, physical 6'4" guard, he might cause some problems tonight.
Is he on Prize Picks? Take the over.
Take the over. That's if he gets minutes, bro. We never know with kid, man. There's no consistency.
He's a random guy, man. It's always listen. This year, we've been jump starting teams. We've been putting people's careers back on track. If it wasn't for the Hawks, would nobody be talking about Andre Drummond? We got him cooking again with them 20 rebounds and 20 point, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Gina Kim says 118-117 Hawks, a Murray game winner and another embarrassing L from the Mavs. If it's that close, I ain't that mad. I got a feeling Mavs don't got big, but lively. A rookie will take down Clint Capella.
Ain't hard to do.
Yeah. Damn, why they criticizing you over here, man? They're talking about Damani's tips from backgrounds.
That's not my channel, Raj. I'm not ready to use it.
Yeah, people calling people out crazy. Gav says, "Hey yo, TGK, what happened to the Suns being Mavs easy money team? I almost wagered my damn house." Nah, before that game, I said they are not a free bingo space right now. So my fault, man. My fault. You should have heard me. If we win, if Luka makes threes. If he doesn't, we lose. So if Luka makes threes, 125, 118. If Luka's missing threes, we lose 128, 109. It could be like that because Luka takes about 12 to 13 of those things. Gina Kim says, I hope we're down in the first. We have a better chance of winning from a comeback than having it lead. I can see THJ getting hit than choking in the fourth. I can see that as well. Let me see if there's any more predictions. Gina Kim says, Damon, same. I need Luka to come out with a chip on his shoulder. He got embarrassed by Jalen and the media. Usually he'll take things personally and go off after playing bad, so we'll see. True, this could be one of those games, Damon. I ain't gonna lie. Luka could have a crazy 40-point triple-double tonight.
And you know so right now, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to get to close the show. Trying to get to as many comments as possible. Christopher says 125, 120 Hawks. Sounds like a good competitive game there.
Right now, 4-4.
Pasquale said, much love, TGK. Thanks, Damon. Let's go, Mavs. All right, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. With these pregame shows, man, they always fly by, bro. They go so quick.
Yeah, they do,
so
man.
quick, man.
Yeah, they
so
do.
Quick. But again, appreciate you being here, man. Again, if y'all want to check them out, y'all can find them at We Talk Hawks, man. Where else can they find you at, bro?
I'll be on Twitter, man. Just talking trash. Matter of fact, don't even follow me on Twitter, bro. Don't even. I just be talking trash.
All right, well, y'all go and enjoy the game, man. Let's go, Mavs, Hawks.
And there you go. You just hit one of them corner threes I just told you about.
Who hit it?
I couldn't even see.
Derrick Jones? Skinny guy?
I got to go back.
All right. Well, anyway, I gotta go too. I'll probably be able to watch this game a little
Thanks
bit.
Thanks for having me, man. Hey, Gabe, Garage Game, we going to the channel. Watch along start now.
All right, man. I'll catch you later, man. Appreciate you being here, bro.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Adios.